listened in on Justin Fry, the offensive line coach, which I think is one of the huge issues facing this team going into 2023. You lose both of your tackles, DeJuan Jones and Paris Johnson. As a side plot, our people have gotten word that apparently DeJuan Jones showed up yesterday, dominated everybody at the Senior Bowl practice, got all this social media run, and may have gone AWOL after one day. It's kind of like got in, made his point, and then GTFO. Like I am no longer going to sit around here and play with you any longer. I'm out the door. So I don't know. Kevin says he knows more about the DeJuan situation.
Yeah, I mean, it was quickly, and then let you get back to your point.
Yeah, get back to what I was going to say about the coaches, but go ahead.
He was having headache issues, and they were concerned that maybe that there was something concussion-like. But then again, a headache is a case of there's not really a physical test for it. So, I mean, he could have been like, I'm out of here, but he wasn't going to leave Mobile. He was going to be around to be reevaluated. Now, something could have changed from that point of when the medical issues were there. But, in DeJuan's defense, it sounded like there was some sort of headache type of situation going on. But I digress.
I hold up my phone. It was a text from his agent telling him, remember we were watching that Holiday Bowl years ago there in Los Angeles before the OSU-Oregon Rose Bowl. And then Donkey Kong Sue had like 4 sacks in the first half, and Nebraska was up like 30-0. I think they were playing Arizona or somebody. And I said, if you hear that his agent has kidnapped him and driven him away from Jack Murphy Stadium as far as he possibly can, then you'll understand why. It's because he has nothing left to prove. So probably the same thing happened with DeJuan Jones. But the idea Ohio State's losing Johnson and Jones is very troubling because the tackles are the two players that must protect the quarterback in the drop back passing game. And you have a new quarterback. Either Kyle McCord or Devin Brown are going to be back there. So any kind of help they get from those tackles is going to be important. It sounds like Donovan Jackson and Matthew Jones will stay at the guard positions. I had surmised that Matthew Jones would be in the running for center, and he still may be. But it sounds like it's Carson Hinsman, a freshman, who's going to get a run there. He'll be a redshirt freshman, I guess. And then also Victor Cutler, the transfer, and Jacob James, who's injured this spring, will not participate. I think those 3 guys and maybe Matthew Jones will be mixed in there some at center. And then outside, you're looking at Josh Fryer, Zim Michalski, perhaps Victor Cutler. There's one more name that they brought up that they really like. Oh, George Fitzpatrick, I think. So those are the guys that they're kind of looking at out there at the tackle positions. I think that's got to be somewhat troubling. Somebody on our board said we went from having 4 tackles in the starting lineup last year in 2021 to having none this year. I think that may be a little bit overly dramatic because Josh Fryer is a guy I think who could have played for anybody in the country this past year. So just couldn't get on the field at Ohio State because they had 2 outstanding tackles. But the offensive line, tremendous area of concern, I think, for Ohio State. And Justin Fry, Brian Hartline, Ryan Day going to mix and match there this spring to get it right.